Hello friends, AmyR here with Prairie Paper and Ink with my Simon Says Stamp August 2022 card kit unboxing. As always, disclaimer, the kits are sent to me. I'm on the Simon design team. I don't have to do the unboxings or anything like that. They're just fun. So let's dive in and see what all is in this kit. I'm dropping things everywhere. Okay, so this is the Vintage Garden card kit. Candy. Set this aside for later. You get one of Simon's mesh bags. I like when they include these with the kits. You can get them separately, and they've got many colors at this point. Yeah, they're sturdy. They will hold, you can see, an entire kit and then some. Like, I actually shoved several kits into one just to see. So you get a mesh bag. You get Simon's clear embossing ink pad. I really like this. I've been using this for years in videos. So you get that. You get Simon's silver embossing powder. There's some envelopes. Pretty metallic purple and metallic silver. People always ask about envelopes. I always try to link when I do show them in videos. But yeah, I get most of my envelopes from Simon Says Stamp. Anytime I don't link to them, it's usually random ones I've had in my stash and I don't remember where they came from. But those, you get a sheet of thin 3D foam squares. Simon now has these like themselves, and I'm excited. I use these a lot. You guys have seen me use these a ton. These are convenient. They are my favorite. So these are the thin ones. There is also the standard ones that are the standard thickness. This is half that. So this is like, I think, a 1/16 of an inch thick. And then there's ones that are an 1/8. I think that's the measurements. But anyway, you get a sheet of these, which is awesome. You get this fabulous, this is the Picnic Floral embossing folder. Isn't that pretty? Also, forgive, I'm under my nails is still stained. I was making, like, crafting with alcohol inks the other day. I posted that. It's these butterflies I did it's on my Instagram and on my Facebook, because I didn't do a video. But yeah, most of the staining has finally come off because I didn't wear gloves, because whatever. But under my nails it's still filthy. But anyway, Picnic Floral embossing folder, really pretty. I'm really having fun with all the embossing folders Simon's doing. So you get that. And then this paper is Craft Consortium Wildflower Meadows. This is really pretty paper. I didn't realize it was like metallic. It's double-sided. Just really, really pretty. Really elegant papers. This one's got even a bit of a sheen to it as well, and it's almost imprinted. You can kind of feel it. That's really fun. Oh, and these ones actually are shiny. Fun. It's always interesting. Like, I saw the sneak peek photos before the kit went live, and so you could see parts of this, and it's always interesting when you actually see it in real life. Like, yeah, the little, like, glossy effects and metallic effects and things like that. So yes, very, very pretty paper. This one's like a little bit thinner and shimmery. Oh, ooh, loves, very pretty papers. So you get papers, cardstock, of course. I'll get to the stamp set because that's fabulous. You get a sheet of Simon's Rose Gold. I did a video not too long ago using this with the Butterflies 3D embossing folder and die cutting them. So you can definitely run this through with this embossing folder, and like, oh, beautiful. So there's that. And then lavender cardstock and Nina 110 pound solar white. And then you also get 3 Simon Says stamp smoke, like smoke gray cardstock, and they're already pre-scored. So you've got card bases. I like when they include these too. I want more of them. And then last but certainly not least is the stamp set, which is really pretty, very elegant. And like perfect with, you can just stamp and heat emboss these. Like they're just gorgeous. Big scripty sentiments. I really love these florals. The butterfly, of course. As of filming this, I am not 100% positive if there's like a coordinating die set. I don't know if there would be one for this. If there is, I will have it linked like everything else. But yeah, that is the kit in a nutshell. And like I said, I will have links to the kit. I'll have a link to the kit, the subscription, everything available individually, etc., as always, down below. Also, my blog. In the blog post, it'll have the links, like picture links, etc. And then just keep watching to see what I make with it. Okay, so ended up making 3 very easy cards. I love this embossing folder. So I decided I tested it out on white cardstock, and then I was like, ooh, I wonder about the pattern paper. So I thought I'd do that next. And I'm using the Spellbinders Universal Plate System. This I just showed in my previous video, my haul video. Had a lot of people asking about it. For Simon's 3D embossing folders like this, and specifically the Universal Plate System, I used the platform like A, and the folder with the paper in it, and the cutting plate. The system does recommend using the adapter plate, but I found that to be too thick to go through my machine. And FYI, with your die cutting machine, if it's not going through, don't force it. You can literally destroy your machine doing that. But I think Simon's folders are just a bit thicker. So for me, that's what worked, is the A platform, the folder, and then one of the cutting plates. And it was still a tighter fit, but it went through. So yeah. And also I've always shown in other videos, like I usually missed my cardstock. I was being lazy. But it does help. Depending on the folders I'm using, like this one was fine. But the more intricate the detail is, or the deeper the embossing, you definitely want to add a bit of moisture to your cardstock before you emboss it, because that just helps it to like the impression of the image better, as well as to keep it from cracking. But all of this just embossed fabulously. So I did the 3 pieces of cardstock. I did white cardstock, one of the pattern papers, and some of that rose gold paper, which, again, chef's kiss on that rose gold paper. Anyway. After I did that, I took some white cardstock and I'm stamping one of these floral images from the set with Simon's Smoke ink. And again, like the images in the set, these are the type of images I really like. They have a lot of detail to them. So yes, they give that more kind of vintage look, but the detail just gives it that extra something. Honestly, you could do clean and simple cards, just stamping the images and stamping a sentiment. Like my mind was going a million miles a minute when I was making this. I was like, ooh, I could do this. I could do this. So I stamped those images. And then while I had the stamp lined up, I also stamped the inside of these card bases that came in the kit. So I just folded the card inside out and then stamped the image. And then off camera, I ended up stamping the butterfly from the set because I loved it. So I stamped that on the insides of the cards, as well as on just scraps of that white cardstock. And all of this I fussy cut because I don't have the coordinating dies. I added that little note earlier on in the unboxing portion. But there are wafer dies available for this set. It actually comes in 2 sets of wafer dies because they're quite large. So you can choose whether you want one or the other or both. There's wafer dies for the sentiments and there's wafer dies for the images. So since I didn't have them, I just fussy cut. I kept it simple, so that's why I just had the one floral and then the butterfly. And I just used my cutter bee scissors, cut everything out, good to go. So after I did all of my fussy cutting, I pulled out just a piece of Simon's vellum, and I trimmed down 3 strips of vellum, pulled out my Misty again, and I'm going to use the large thanks sentiment from the set. So I'm going to use my anti-static powder tool on the vellum. After I've lined up the sentiment in my MISTI, I'll use my anti-static powder tool. Then I will ink up the stamp with that clear embossing ink. And then I'm going to coat this with that silver embossing powder, which I have a large container of course. So sprinkled on the embossing powder, removed any excess, and then I'm going to melt this with my heat tool. And because it's vellum, embossing powder melts very, very quickly. The thicker the cardstock, the longer it takes to melt. Always just pay attention because you never want to burn anything. But vellum melts quickly. It also warps and bends quickly because it's vellum. I decided to use these little ranger hands. I showed these in my little haul video as well. I don't need these. Like, I have no problem holding my cardstock. Someone made a comment about my asbestos fingers. Kind of. I'm just really aware of where the heat is. But these little hands just make me laugh. They're like those silly little hands that you can get that, you stick on the ends of your fingers. I'm sure a bunch of you know what I'm talking about. They're just goofy. So I just think these are funny, so I thought I would use them in this video. So I just kept repeating the process, stamping the sentiment, coating it with the silver embossing powder, holding it with my silly little hands. I will have a link to these as well, just because they're just a funny little tool. But if you do struggle, or I need something to hold your papers while you're heat embossing, etc., these are great because the little actual hands themselves are silicone, so they're heat resistant. Just make sure you don't heat the actual metal part. And then I gave myself a little little clapping before going on to finish these cards. So I took those vellum pieces with the sentiment and I wrapped them around each of these embossed panels. I had trimmed down these panels to be smaller than an A2 card, wrapped the vellum sentiment around it, and then I'd also trimmed down just some black cardstock from my stash to be slightly larger, so it's matting these embossed backgrounds. So each one I wrapped the vellum around. I adhered the vellum in place with just some washi tape just to hold it in place. And then I used my craft tacky glue to adhere these to the black cardstock panels. And then the florals and the butterflies, I used the foam squares that came in the kit. So it gives it that little bit of dimension. Plus this adheres really nicely on top of something so uneven and textured, like the embossing folder backgrounds. So adhered all of those. And then as a final little embellishment, I pulled out these Trinity Stamps silver satin baubles from my stash. And you can't really see it on camera, but a part of the way the vellum over this one area, it was really kind of bumped up, and it was just bugging me. I was annoyed. So a way to fix that is I put a little dab of glue to adhere it down. You can see the glue as it dries, of course, because it's vellum. But then I stuck one of those little embellishments over it, and then I just weighed it down with some acrylic blocks till it dried. That holds the vellum in place, so it's not bugging me anymore. Plus it adds the embellishment. And then I added a few more, here and there. And it just kind of ties in that silver color of the embossing folder and the gray of the smoke gray, card base and the ink I used. So all in all, quite simple cards, but they were fun. And the texture from the embossing folder just gives it that extra something, and then you got the shine from the embossing powder and the pretty little florals. These were a lot of fun to make. So like I had mentioned earlier in the video, I will have links to everything in the description box below, as well as on my blog. I'll link to the kit. I'll link to the other supplies I used. I'll link to the wafer dies. There is also a wafer die that coordinates with the embossing folder, which I want to get. I didn't even notice it till I saw the wafer die. There's actually kind of a heart shape of the florals in that embossing folder. So there's a wafer die that'll cut that out. It's really cool. So I'll link to that too. So you guys can check it all out below if you are interested. Thank you all so much for watching and subscribing, thumbs upping, commenting. All the engagement seriously helps a ton, and I very much appreciate it. So I thank you all, and I will see you all very soon in the next video. Bye.